I'm here with Leah from Manchester, the lady who had called into C-SPAN and created basically a viral video that has flown all over the right side of the blogosphere. Leah, thank you very much for taking a couple minutes. We're here, it is Tuesday, and Obama has just finished up his healthcare town hall for about 2,500 people. It has been a long day here, but you came down anyways. And why did you come down?
I came down because although I agree that healthcare and access to it is pressing and needs to be addressed, I do not think that it's true to frame it the way it's being framed as this bill, this way to reform it, now or never. If it's not done right now, we can never do it. And that obviously is not the case. There are other ways that we can attempt to give access to people that don't have it and reduce the cost of healthcare that do not engorge and increase the federal government. I don't want centralized government to become any more powerful than it is now. It's already way out of whack compared to what it was supposed to be per our Constitution, which was written to protect us as individuals with freedom and sovereignty. And I see that that is going to be eaten away with even more with the proposal that's on the table.
When you say that there are other ways to cut the cost of health care, or other ways other than government, what are you thinking about specifically?
Well, you know, I'm just a little high school biology teacher, and I don't claim to be a genius. And I'm not an economist, but I did work in the courtroom for 17 years before I went into education. And I worked on a lot of medical malpractice cases. And let me tell you something. This is how I feel about the medical malpractice. I think that if you ask almost any doctor, they're going to tell you that yes, they provide a lot of unnecessary tests. And the reason they do that is they're afraid of being sued. And this is what I say about the whole medical malpractice thing. I don't know how much money it would save if we radically reformed that aspect of our system, but I bet it would be significant. And I noticed that that's not in the proposed legislation, which seems kind of short-sighted for the lawyers because it's inevitable. If it happens that we all get swallowed up into one government-run plan, you can't sue your doctor in socialized medicine. So it's going to happen that you can't sue your doctor here. Why can't we start with that? Why can't we scale that way back and see how much money that starts? And while I have great faith in my fellow citizens, I got to say that I, as a high school biology teacher, let alone a plumber or a construction worker or somebody who works in the financial sector, they cannot be educated in a 2-week jury trial to the extent that they can pass judgment on a neurosurgeon who went to school for 10 years to understand it. And we are asking average citizens who do not have the ability to understand the medicine. We have to be honest here. All it is which hired expert did you find more convincing? And I know for a fact that a lot of these experts, that's all they do. They just hire themselves out as expert witness people. And why don't we try changing that? So if we tried changing that, and I think that if we broke down all state barriers and you let all hairdressers in the country pool together and buy health care from whoever will give it to them at the most reasonable cost and stop these boundaries that exist, I think that may be all we need to do. And we don't have to increase centralized power to get where we want to go.
So when you say buy it from anywhere, all the hairdressers, you mean buying an insurance anywhere in the country or just
right.
within hairdressers in one state? Because that's what we're limited to right
exactly.
now.
Right now, you can only buy insurance, you can only pool up with people in your state and buy from people that are in your state. Now, if we got rid of that and you let every hairdresser in America pool together and put their little group out to bid. Okay, Blue Cross and Blue Shield and Cigna and this one and this one and this one. Who wants our business? I think that would give us what we're trying to accomplish here and avoid the bigger danger that the centralized power is a bigger danger to us even than not having access to health care.